Melissa Galt. Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Jane.
Melissa spoke at a seminar that we did at High Point, and I was so moved. I loved your way of delivery, the way that you're a coach, consultant, designer as well.
Yep.
Putting more emphasis now on the coaching and consulting.
Yeah.
So how did that come out of the design business?
Well, honestly, it was just 5 years into my practice before I started networking with my colleagues. Because before that, I was so focused on get clients, get clients, get clients.
Yes.
And when I started connecting with my colleagues, we started talking numbers, and my numbers were really high. And I knew it wasn't my talent, I knew it was my systems. So they started saying, well, can you help me in my business? And so I've been coaching for a really long time. In the beginning, it was very unofficial, and it's been official for 15 years now. But my whole goal is to show designers how they can build a business to deliver the life they want, instead of sacrificing their lives to their business.
I think that applies to a lot of different careers
It
as
does.
well, for sure.
It does.
And you're here at Market. I know one of the things you're doing, you're speaking tomorrow on time mastery.
Yes.
And why would that be of interest to a designer?
Because it's very rare that I meet a designer who has a real handle on her workload, her project load, and her time. Designers are creatives, and because of that, we tend to be more scattered and less well organized.
Yes.
And even at the highest levels of design, there are people who are not running their businesses effectively. I have a very heavy systems background, and it's what enabled me to double my business every year and double my workload, which was insane because at the 5-year mark, I was really fast approaching burnout.
Yeah.
And so I had to take a step back. My systems were in place, but I needed to drop my workload. And yet when I did that, because I selected the right clients to do that with, my business still doubled that year. But I suddenly had time for that 5-week vacation. I took a safari trip to Africa. I did a 5-week in Australia, New Zealand.
Right.
I had a life.
You weren't strapped to your office, strapped to your clients or anything like that.
And the designers I coach are like, I want time with my family, I want time with my kids and my husband. It really does matter.
Yeah, no, I understand it from where I sit as well, and I'm not a designer. So when you think about what makes for a successful life, and the personal and the work, what are elements of success?
Well, the way I look at success is a little unusual because it's not about money. In fact, you can be making a boatload of money, but if you have no time to enjoy it, you're not a success.
Right.
So I see a successful business as one that informs and inspires, serves and supports and fuels and feeds the whole of your life. It doesn't swallow you whole. And a lot of people that I know, a lot of designers especially, are being swallowed whole by their businesses.
It's a very good visual when you say swallow whole.
Yeah, I
get
picture
it.
Jaws
Yeah.
coming up out of the water. It's an ugly picture.
I get it. So you're also having a bit of fun here. I mean, I know you have fun. It's a great market. But you are selecting things from showrooms, and you're sort of a designer takeover of sorts.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun.
a lot of work too, right?
The uploading process was
Right,
just
yeah.
anxious riddled because again, there's signal and technology can be tricky at markets.
Yes.
But the color story of this market is so exciting, and to see new things and to already see requests coming through Instagram saying, where did you see that? How can I get that? Who can you connect me to?
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Getting good response.
Love that.
Getting
Yes.
good response. Speaking
Yes.
of color, so I've seen you every day, 3 days. We've been showing up at a lot of the same events. This teal, turquoise, beautiful color that goes with your eyes. That's your signature.
It is my signature for a couple of different reasons.
Yeah.
One, because it pops my eyes.
Yes.
Two, because it's blue and green, and blue is trust and green is compassion. So I'm going for trust and compassion with everyone I meet.
Okay.
And it simplifies my life and my wardrobe because when I go shopping now, I literally just beeline for everything that's teal and everything else falls away. Now I still have a little bit of sage and a little bit of amethyst and a little bit of burnt orange in my wardrobe, but the majority is teal. And I also learned, because I did a little study, that people open up to color. So my clients will become more communicative when I'm wearing color than if I go all black. Yeah. Black is a look,
black
don't
is a
touch.
Little, yeah, it's a little intimidating. So I just want to say two things. One, it's also lovely with your hair.
Thank you.
And two, taking back to time. If you're like looking for it, then you're saving time.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to come to your seminar tomorrow. I look forward to
Awesome.
it. I always learn something from you, and thank you for being here.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Okay.